Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to center court, to Selingrove girls basketball head coach, Scott Erstetter.
Prior to the start of tonight's varsity girls game, we want to take a few moments to recognize one of our own longtime SEALs, our former head football coach, high school gym teacher, longtime basketball referee, Coach Bill Scott. Come on out, Bill. I guess I'll go over the notes that his son-in-law wrote me. You would think a guy in the radio would be better prepared for a public event like this. Shows up with a bill from his wife, and he writes me some chicken scratch on the back, so Chris. Just some numbers for you, and then we'll get into some other things. Bill's the head coach here at Selingrove for 36 years. Which is, I've only been alive 6 years more than that, so. He was inducted in the Pennsylvania Football Coaches Hall of Fame in 2002. 276 career wins here at Selingrove, over 300 total, 12 league titles, and 9 district titles. Bill was a gym teacher when I was here at Selingrove, and for when I started coaching girls basketball at varsity level in 1996, I would come in for practice or for a game, and his office is actually downstairs in the weight room at the time. And he would always be in there, and not being a teacher in the school, I could always count on him to give me a heads up on what was going on with the kids in the building. So if I had someone on the team who was struggling academically, or who maybe was in with a little bit tougher crowd, he would pull me aside and say, hey, maybe you want to pull this young lady aside and talk to her, and remind her, what a student athlete at Selingrove is all about. We talk times about the similarities between zone defense and basketball as it relates to football, so there was some X's and O's there. And every season we give our kids a playbook, and we have a philosophy sheet in the front. The district has a policy that as coaches we're supposed to do that. And when I started to formulate one, I wasn't sure what I wanted on it. And one day, Bill had left his office, and laying on top of his desk was the Selingrove football philosophy sheet. And some of the things that are on there, and the guys that played for him will recognize some of these things. Courage, first and foremost, being courageous, not being afraid to take on anything. Hustle. Not everybody can be all state, all league, or first team. I think that's the words on there, but everybody can hustle 100% of the time. And loyalty, making sure that when you're a SEAL and your program, and you're out competing with your guys out there and your girls, that you're there for your team. And those were things that I thought not only applied to sports and coaching high school kids, but also to any organization I've ever worked at, any organization I've ever belonged to. Those are life skills. They're not just things that you do with kids when you coach them during basketball season. So if I had one of my players right now go downstairs and pull out their playbook and bring it up here and show it to you, it would be the Selingrove Lady Seals basketball philosophy sheet. And I guess I should have a reference at the end as written by Bill Scott. So he also has refereed for a lot of years, and I found with basketball, football coaches make the best referees because they understand that not all contact is a foul. Did you hear that, Josh? Greg, Gene, but what I'd like to do now is invite out Mr. Jim Campbell from the Football Alumni Association. He has a token of appreciation.
Everyone who supports Selingrove Seals football, but especially the Selingrove Seals Football Alumni Association. I would like to present this reflect to you. It says, thank you, Bill Scott, for all of your years of excellence and dedication to the students, athletes, and the football program at Selingrove High School, February 3rd, 2012. And if I might just editorialize a little bit, thank you. I've told Bill this, and I'll tell everybody else who wants to hear it, that what I admire most about Bill Scott is that he won, he stayed, and he won and won. Many of you who are familiar with the entire history of Selingrove High School football, and I don't imagine many of you have dealt with the very beginning of it. But any coach that was ever successful here used Selingrove as a stepping stone to go on to bigger, better things. And Bill Scott, to his credit, stayed in Selingrove 36 years. Think about that. He coached probably longer than all the other coaches put together, and delivered the 17th league title, the 16th district championship, and not only that, built an awful lot of character and a lot of goodwill. When I played at Selingrove my sophomore year, we were 1-9. My junior year, Tom Dean came and coached. We had the first winning season in 10 years, the second winning season in 18 years. And Tom Dean was going to William Penn in Harrisburg. Other coaches that were successful also took the same track. But as I said, Bill Scott stayed. And for that, we're eternally thankful and appreciate everything that you've done, Bill.
Well, in my 36 years here, I have had opportunities to move on to some bigger things, so-called bigger things. But I doubt if very much many of them would be better. I really enjoyed my stay here, and there's a lot of players that played for me that have gone on to college, in the workforce, in the service, and so forth. And I'm indebted to them, the players and my assistant coaches, for this opportunity to stand here and talk and say a few words. As I said, I had an opportunity to move on to bigger things, so-called bigger, but I don't think anything would be better than this. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Folks, after the game, there's some light refreshments.